Hi, and this is Beezy, and it's just a quick video at the end of the day. It is March 23rd, day 10, and just finished. So for um, everything on the porch and everything within the house, um, except for what I'm using right this minute, and because I need furniture and um, but everything else is cleaned out and cleared. So given away, recycled, thrown out, and friends coming to pick up some of the other stuff. Oh geez, like I think on the 13th of April. Um, so anyways, I haven't started to pack yet, but everything that's here either is here because I'm using it and leaving it, or I've got my small little amounts of clothing and supplies for the dogs, photography equipment, that kind of thing. And so a small collection of things that will go in my rig. And maybe need to winnow down one last time as I'm actually packing, but that's all done. So day 10, it's all done. It's all sorted. What I'm thinking that I want and that will fit in my rig as I drive off here, including the dogs, 2 dogs, Aussies, a cat, photography equipment, so I can do my lighting coded photography, my computers, hopefully easily the laptop, and crazy as it seems, I'm going to see if I can take the desktop. I don't know if I can. I mean, I'll probably decide not to if I don't have the delivery yet on that the universe is delivering to me. My heart is delivering to me. My soul is delivering to me. The travel trailer. So we'll see about that. And that's pretty new. But anyways, so I just wanted to say that in 10 days from I started getting my notice period, dogs are thinking, okay, time to chew. So everything is winnowed down and not packed yet, but that's okay. I have 30 days to go. And now what I'm going to do is focus on, I did have a lovely conversation with a friend earlier tonight. Thank you. It was fun. And it's the first time really that I started to feel, not I feel like, but like it came, spontaneously from me to want to play with, oh, okay, well, on the 26th of April, where am I wanting to go? Where will I spend the first night? Where will I take some times where I have some different stops that I can just sit in the chair, my camping chair, and with the dogs and with Rose Kitty, and just slowly begin my journey. So I don't feel any rush to do that. And in fact, if I push it a little, like at one point, the conversation revolved around a little bit more specifics and looking at campgrounds and all that kind of stuff. And the idea of it felt good because being there and connecting with them, but it didn't feel good within me, almost more because I was like pushing, like I was trying to slot things instead of flowing with things. So I have to figure out how that feels in my body, how that feels in my thinking process. And I have to feel into how much, because I know there's a piece of it, how much of that is because there's worry about making decisions because I simply don't know what the full rig will look like, truck and the travel trailer, and maybe that's where I'm. It's a test to not trust, because if I go along and I'm thinking about it, in my body, I have no worry, no feeling um, that I'm a creator, and that what I've asked for and what I've put out there and what I've designed is already on its way to being delivered to me. When I have a feeling where I'm pushing that a little fast, or it feels like it's, you know, like the thought isn't thinking me, I guess I'm saying. If I'm not in a place where the thought isn't thinking me and I sit down to do this, it doesn't feel good. Not up here, it just doesn't feel good. So anyways, there's some navigating within my whole sensory array of what feels good, what doesn't, how to navigate, how to know, have that core alignment, know that, knowing that truth. I think that makes sense. It's a feeling universe. We have to, this is how our incredible tech, far better than any computer or system or structure, far better than any phone for Google or any of that kind of stuff. Except we've been taught that that's not the case. We've been taught you have to want to look something up or find information. You got to do external to you. How do you think that they invented those things to create that? Because it's all modeled off of our tech. And and I'm not talking about AI. I'm talking about, well, AI is modeled after it as well, but it's come from us. So we have to, in an organic way, wake up to ourselves, wake up to this amazing body, amazing telemetry, amazing capabilities, and flow with it and trust all those components. Just like if you go to your computer because you want to use it for sophisticated equipment to edit something, or to do research of whatever it is, or to use the internet to search for things. It works in certain ways. You put input and it gives information back. It calculates things, right? So yes, that in that case is a machine, and this is an amazing organic machine. The computational power in your brain is immense, but you know what? Look at heart math. Look at all sorts of other proven scientific studies. If you really, science, given the whole thing is your deal. The heart has far more computational power and far more voltage and electromagnetic power and all that. So it's just, we're learning how to use all of this, many for the very first time. Not sure where I got off on that. But anyways, I was trying to describe the feeling and all that. So today is the last day of the 10 days of I got what I wanted to get accomplished, the places that need as a pin, but at least I've sorted through everything, and I know a lot has already been given away. They've taken it away, friends have taken it away. A lot has been recycled. Other things I know, because they're bigger pieces, things that I would love to take, it's not going to happen. So they're coming with friends, coming with their truck. They're going to buy some of those things, or actually trade some of those things for services. And so that's all set. A few things that I'm using will probably not go, and we'll just get left behind, and they'll have to deal with it here. Some dog crates and all that kind of stuff. It's just not going to fit. So yay, I'm excited for that. And tomorrow, Monday 11, March 24th, we'll begin the process now of shifting and updating my website, getting that working more for, um, magnetizing um, customers and clients and people who want to work with me, who are interested in the different services or fun things I'm playing with, and would like to exchange value from that. And I'll talk. Shh, stop. That's enough. I'll talk more about that. But that's what I'm now coming into focus on. And in that, in the creating things, in starting to, because I want to, and it's time and I need to expand the business where I'm connecting to my audience and who wants to play in a way that will support, I can support them, but that also I can have a livelihood, and I can have a business that supports me in, um, you know, a happy, comfortable life. So um, that's that's the next project, and stop, lie down, and that's enough. It's enough. I don't know what's out there. Sorry. What I did want to mention just on that before I wrap up is that, there's different ways, different models. People talk about different ways to exchange value or pay for things or price things. So I will be playing with some things like that. And those of you who are watching, if you're interested in playing more and in that sense, in some senses, becoming a client or a customer, that I would love that. But other ones who, for different reasons, are not interested in that or don't want to play in that way or feel, they don't have the funds for that, absolutely get it. And what I would love is, and I'll do more about this, but because this is part of my playing process with how to create, do all of this at the same time, is input from all of you. So how is it that you meet, an interesting workshop or a product, or whether it's like, my light photography or those kinds of things. And what's the process that you go through for saying, yeah, I'd like that, or that would be interesting to study or to take the class or to do the workshop or to, pay for kind of I don't even know the right word, but like a lecture series. And what do you think of the Patreon type model? Although I don't know that I would use that because I have the website, but where you're kind of your seat in the truck to ride along is this, and you get different things. So that's a stream of fun. So I guess one of the things I'm thinking of as a prelude to this next, the next 30 days and doing that, which is the beginning my livelihood as the currency coming in, ways to explore that, and what all of you who are here and listening, how you flow that, what you'd like to see, what fits with you, and what the interest is, and different ideas where, if you have people who think that what I do and what I share and what I give and what I create is interesting, and others you might give a link to and do those kinds of things. So I'll be putting some posts up about that where written, so it asks you to click here or give me your vote or fill out a little form that says, I like this idea and I would like to, support you in this way, or so I'm going to be asking for ideas and connectivity and input, and how do you, how do you doing this in your life if you have your own business, or if you have a job and you do a side gig, or you're retired, and what are the different creative ways that you have money flowing into you? And again, as I've said, because it's coming more and more, in whatever's going on with everybody else, is that everything is changing. So everyone will be, they already are. Some know it and some haven't kind of noticed it yet, that everything is changing. So how that income and how that monetary flow comes in will change for everything. Because as the I'm pausing because I'm trying to choose a careful word that's not it's not going to get me zing the channel and everything zing. So how the CB, the central B system, coming down, and the ones who control that are bringing it down so that they can move in us into their and if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you can research. But anyways, so how to do that, um, because everybody, so any kind of, as I've said before, anything that's, well, these people here, that own this whole place, and it's a corporation, but it's a place, and it's all driven through the regular investment and banking and all that kind of stuff. And when that goes down, I don't know, have they thought about, and the business structure entity, is the funding sources and all of that, is that through alternative things, or is it strictly through, the old way of Wall Street type investments and all those kinds of things, and the revenue that's generated from those kinds of things. And when that's all gone, what is that? So everyone, wherever they are, is in some way, shape, or form, because they're not isolated. I don't mean geographically. I mean they're not isolated in how they're doing things, because all these systems are connected. So it's not a fear thing. It's an amazing moving forward thing, because we are becoming and moving into being 100% responsible for ourselves, for what we're creating and how it works. So anyways, that's what the next play is, and how to move into that, how to do that, how to trust myself, how for us to trust ourselves. And I would love your input. I would love your knowings in that, your feelings in that, what you do. What are you thinking about what that is coming up? How, and can you share? Would you share that with me, as it relates to me, as it relates to you, as it relates to what's going on? All right, that's it for day 10. And now, day 11, very shortly, we'll begin the new creation. And okay, I love you.